Here are Brandon Gardner and Charles Davis.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is
welcome back to the page.
As their Redskins get set to match up
get it in.
with the
Man,
Chicago
play 2
Bears.
games. You should play live, man.
Alongside
Everybody
Charles
that's new,
Davis,
that's
I'm Brandon
subscribe.
Gauding.
Thank you,
Charles, we look
appreciate
at
it.
this Redskin team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape.
Anyway, man, I know it's been a while since I did the whole with the
every
microphone.
phase.
So we're going to do
Good
this.
offense, good defense,
No,
and
get
some
this
key
trying to get
plays
this
on
in.
special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile,
I know
for our
people be playing
visitors, the
man online a
Bears,
lot.
it's been a great start to the
So we just
season.
gonna go
Back-to-back
ahead.
wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too
PR.
excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
But we came out good. I like the Bears' defense
That'll
in
be
this
taken
game.
in the end zone.
Very
And
good.
he'll elect not to
Especially
return this
one.
one, so they'll bring it out
So
to the
I play
25 on the touchback. Alex Smith ready to lead the Redskins here. And many wondered if Smith would ever play again following that difficult-to-watch leg injury suffered against the Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go.
Go on in there, just take it from there.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the
Like
second
I said,
active leading
their
rusher in the
defense
NFL.
is really good against the
And he
run.
is swallowed
So,
up right at the line of
teams
scrimmage.
don't rush as much. That's why I
No
start
gain on
focusing
the
on
play.
the
It'll be
pass.
second down.
Start focusing on the pass.
And for this offense, yellow highlighter around
for
Trent
some
Williams.
reason,
As well, there should be a Pro Bowl,
I can never stop
All-Pro
the
type
middle.
of a left tackle. So mobile.
actually, I try
you
to
can
match
also
up
see him
with
as
what
a
the
tight
offense
end.
is doing, and
This
then
guy is a
try to
terrific
protect the
football
middle of the
player.
field because
Officially
if they do a
nothing
slant,
on that last
they're
run.
gonna
They'll
cut.
try again, 2nd and 10.
Cut off.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw left side is
Come on,
complete
don't
to
let
Reed.
him get
And
yards.
he's going to be
Tackle.
dropped following a pickup of 7. Past
What's
the
up, people?
30
How
to
y'all
the
doing? Leave
32.
a comment. You know, if you like it, you
Brandon,
don't like it.
perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it
See, I
off.
think they go-
Okay, so they gave up the
if they don't
completion,
run it, I think they
but
go throw it over
really
the middle.
enjoyed
That's my
watching how the
weakness.
defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
Off
as he
the ball.
dragged across each zone, you see him pointing,
You knew that was
communicating
gonna
where
happen.
he is, and they passed him off to each
Like I said, I
defender.
played man because I
And
thought
they're
they was
making a
going
nice
to run
play,
it.
even though it was complete.
You get
Well,
hurt.
they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour
Like I said,
position
I don't
because
blitz
of
as
the ways
much
it
in
can
this
hurt a
game
defense,
as I
and
should.
guys want to be involved.
I'm basically more of a
They can be
coverage.
in line, close to the
Oh
line
my
of
God,
scrimmage.
get off
They
the
can
ball.
split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed,
Come on, hit his ass. Make
and
him
some
fumble.
toughness to go across the middle.
What's up?
You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them.
Fucking middle of the
Better
fucking
defending the
field,
pass.
man.
And he
Always
works
the
it
middle.
past the 30, almost to the 25.
God damn it.
16 yards, a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And
Come on, Matt.
oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his
Like,
targets.
I haven't
and he's
read
delivering.
everything
Yeah, the opening
as far as the
script,
new
however, they
features
drew it
in
up
Madden
for
and all
his
that
first
stuff.
drive,
I'm
going
waiting
to
till the game
plan so
come
far.
out.
That
And then
is
I can
first
get a good
incompletion
grasp of
after
what they
a 4 for
add.
4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting.
There you go.
Keep going in that
Good.
direction.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, I gotta watch this middle,
Really good
man. 'Cause
defensive
they
effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to
They
the
hit
right
me up
side
the
before
middle.
lost yardage.
Come on, guys.
Terrific
You
read,
got
better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
Well, I'm like, God damn,
ran
they
to
dumped
the
you the hell
football,
out of Matt.
and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard,
running back.
but it does go into the DNA of a team
Hold that
that's
ball,
trying
bro.
to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And then I got a good glimpse of their offense. What their offense is, they basically the power running team,
Trubisky
so
brings the
I can
Bears
run the
up
ball.
1st and 10.
They say as I
at their
like,
own
I can control the
24.
clock and everything. I'm really good when it comes to running, especially with this because it's like they open up their offense a little bit.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like I said, I can run the ball.
Starting play,
And when it comes to passing, that's when
You can script and diagram
I can't
plays
get
all
a
you
good.
want, but no one really envisions something like
good
that
grasp
happening
of
this
it.
early in the game. How about that run to get things started?
Play
Didn't he
action.
win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to
Yeah,
this
they
one.
played
Yeah,
it.
no sign of him
Good
cooling down
favor.
at all.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays,
Come on, guys,
they got to have
you're
short
doing good.
memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 130 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do.
Oh, my God, how
So
you
what he's
getting
doing
up?
now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
They running. They running.
From the 50, it's Smith. Trying to lob
What the
it
fuck
in
was
there,
that?
but it's
How you missed
incomplete.
that?
He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very
He had a
little
whole lot
chance
of
that
options.
one was going
Watch
to be
the middle
complete.
people.
Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. Caught on the right side. Reed.
Oh my God! What the?
Oh, now he bowls him over.
Wow.
That one, a gain of 20
What the fuck
and a
was
first
that?
down.
How the fuck they did?
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back
I
underneath.
say, I hate
Put it in his
blitzing. I ain't
hands.
got
Let him
to
get a few
blitz
more yards
because
after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Get off the. Get his ass.
Under a heavy
There you go.
rush, and down he goes.
go,
Khalil
Matt.
Mack. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
3rd and long. It's Smith. Here's a screen to Powell.
Damn.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Okay.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, like,
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Trubisky, what the fuck, bro?
The calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Go hit his ass, man.
Takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson.
Damn, I thought they were going to pass. They actually ready right there.
After a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And
nice
this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Okay, I need to spread them for play.
4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that?
I guess this is me, and I'm just like waiting for people to come on and see
the NFC Defensive Player
what's
of the
going
Week.
on in
One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we
I try to do this as much as I can.
That's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
At my work schedule, I can't upload the way I want to.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
So I just take it one day at a time. Hopefully I can get my subscribers going.
Trying to
Now
run
they got
inside,
down.
but
Come
nothing
on.
there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means
So we'll see. Hopefully I can get it where I want to.
Make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
What the fuck?
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for
I know I'm not waving. I'm not tweaking. I know I can pass the ball.
Because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
Yeah,
he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Nice run.
More on that one and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
That's caught inside the 20.
There you go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Oh,
he gets
shit.
it down close to the 10-yard line.
Davis.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective
couldn't get another play off.
Start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just get this first. Come on, Gabriel.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Trubisky.
Fuck, I knew they were blitzing.
Back at the 11-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The quick slant caught. And he is in.
There we go.
Touchdown.
Nice play.
Chicago. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Don't miss.
Resultant points hurt the defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A reminder that we kick off Week 4 on Thursday night. A good one in Lambeau. Eagles and Packers, two teams with eyes on the playoffs this year in the NFC. Coverage starting at 8:20 Eastern. And hard to believe it, we also have a couple of teams coming up on a bye week already in Week 4, the Jets and the Niners. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And now running right through him. And now time will be called here as we've got
everybody
an injured
get injured like
on the
game.
field.
People get
While
injured
the trainers
so
take a
easily.
look, we'll step aside. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Handoff comes to Peterson.
Oh, my
And
God.
he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's got this down.
Come on, guys.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, Cohen lost
Did you
the
just
football, and the Redskins scoop it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
What the fuck?
It's into the end zone, touchdown, Redskins. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Damn.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusion.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out.
Dang it, just keep fumbling.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh my
Throw
God.
on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for.
Yeah.
And it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here.
And he coughed it up, and the Redskins
Oh my
scoop it.
goodness.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
What the fuck is going on here? And then I can't. God, nigga, how you lose the ball?
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra
Nigga,
point.
people not even giving them no point.
And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it.
What the fuck is this?
Ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Like, really, what the fuck is going on here?
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go
kicked.
wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Yes, everything's going wrong. I already know.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point.
These motherfuckers not even. I don't know what the fuck going on.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Yeah, damn.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky.
Oh, my God, bro.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing here, Trubisky. And coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Oh, my God, through the ball.
He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jonathan Bostic in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Oh, my God.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
High throw, but he makes the catch. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout.
Fuck.
With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bears get a bit closer. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this
one.
What
the fuck? Oh, my fucking God. How you missed?
Got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in, and they're on the final play of the first half.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, shit.
And a nice
Come
return
on.
sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
That did it. Come on, guys.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half.
I think just have them going to run more.
Though. We'll see what
I need to
adjustments
keep
were made
they
in
fucking
that locker room.
offense and leave it on the
I never
field.
want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
What the fuck is he doing? Oh, my God. Wow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know.
Play action. It's Trubisky.
I threw the ball. Oh, my God.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Oh, my God. You can catch it.
But this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
Oh, my God, what the fuck?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, pass, incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And we see
Holy fuck, they are really dominating me
this
today.
This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
Oh my God,
because
come on,
their
man. That
ability
was
to make
straight
people miss in the open field
sad.
can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Oh my
He's able
fucking
to
God.
get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now they go screen, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10. Smith. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards on the play. First down. They come out here in the eye.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight ahead.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Bryce Love with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Try to stay with it.
That's true. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
22 yards there, a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should.
Yeah, that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
That's it, baby.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interception. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Trubisky. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to find Shaheen here.
Let's bring it.
Charles, you are the master of abstract facts. So who would you say is the best player ever drafted from Ashland University in Ohio?
How about the only one ever drafted from there, Adam?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Riley Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Smith looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 16 yards, a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And Davis has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Geis with a carry on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So now Trubisky and the Bears down by a field goal, 36 seconds remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Redskins, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago,